This episode of Mind the Gap, Awakening with Stephanie Filardi, has been sponsored by Tax Savvy. Over 40 years combined experience in tax prep and accounting services for individuals, small businesses, and military families. Call Tax Savvy at 845-313-8648, 845-313-8648, and ask for Tina. Get a jump on those taxes with Tax Savvy. That's TAX $AVVY.
I'm Stephanie Filardi. Welcome to Mind the Gap, the podcast. I believe many people fall short of living the life of their dreams simply because they get stuck in what I call the gap. The vision behind this podcast is to help you understand how to navigate the gap and in the process, awaken to the life that is waiting for you. It starts now. Let's go. Been choosing happiness. Welcome, friends. I am curious how you are doing and being based on last week's episode of happiness and having it be a choice in our life. Let us begin by taking 3 conscious breaths. Begin to relax your body. As you inhale, feel the breath entering your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Exhale, release, chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, filling, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, slow, steady, sweet release from your chest, ribs, and belly. And then one more time, inhaling belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, let it go. Chest, ribs, and belly. First, I want to acknowledge you for taking action and showing up once again today. You're doing great. The topic of today's episode is letting go. This is a concept I have spoken about many times. I talked about it in episode 58, which is step 8 in the process of manifestation, letting go. And I'm reminding you and me and all of us of that today. And the reason why I want to discuss it again is because repetition is how we learn. And some of us keep repeating the same lessons in life, and we're still showing up, not getting the things we want. So something that's important to understand about letting go is that it's not about not caring. This isn't about indifference or apathy. This is about cultivating faith and trust in belief, in the universe, in God, in creation. And the reason why I'm bringing it up today again is because I don't think people understand that when you truly let go of outcome, you actually create space for what you want or something even better to show up. So I'm going to invite you to let go even of the concept that I introduced again last week of happiness. Because when we are holding on to something, when we are forcing something, when we are trying to control or micromanage, which many of us are controllers and micromanagers in different ways, then the energy it's almost like it's contracted and locked up. And when we're in that state and the nervous system is activated, we can't see or hear the opportunities. It's almost like when we're in that state of contraction, of forcing, of resistance, which I've done episodes on resistance, we can't allow the good stuff to come in. And what does come in is very limited. So I want you to understand that this concept that we turn into actual living, this concept of letting go, is so valuable and so freeing. And it requires faith. It requires belief. It requires your willingness to be uncomfortable in the unknown and the uncertainty. And one of the things that I've learned about letting go is that it really requires acceptance of what is. So as I shared with you last year in the 8 steps of manifestation, just quickly to review, we decide and we uncover what is it that we desire, right? We first have to have some sort of a vision, right? Or a goal of what we want. And then we create a plan. We look at what's holding us back with those limiting beliefs or the negative thoughts. And we clear it, and we create vision boards, and we get support, and we get knowledge. We do all the steps, which are important. But the reason why the last step is letting go is because it allows the universe to take care of the rest. So I'm going to give you an example. Years ago, when I was transitioning from the corporate world to having my own business in wellness, I set the intention of being able to have a career that allowed me freedom and flexibility, also the ability to make a difference in the world and to make a great income. I didn't say that I wanted to have a wellness sanctuary or a coaching energy healing business or a podcast or a book or any of those things. I had a very general idea that I wanted to have a career that allowed me freedom, flexibility, lifestyle, doing something where I was making a difference, a positive impact, and making money. And because I let go of what it had to look like, as I kept uncovering the stones and walking the path and doing the work, so taking action, reading the books, talking with people, hiring mentors, investing in trainings, step by step, it brought me to the things that I then created. But if you asked me back in 2006, really, when I started the transition, what it was I would be doing, I couldn't tell you. And if you would have asked me, Stephanie, do you want to have a physical business? I would have said no, because back then I felt like a physical business would have held me back. But it turns out 5 years later, when we opened that physical business, Bronxville Wellness Sanctuary, it was the exact perfect thing that helped me learn about the other things I was interested in, the yoga, the nutrition, the energy healing, the coaching. So from that actual physical location came everything else. So I can't stress enough that as important as it is to get clear on what you want and to follow those 8 steps that I laid out last year, that's part of my coaching program this month. The most important step is you must let go. You gotta let go. There's magic in letting go. Do the work, do the steps, get up every day, even if it's a simple baby step, even if the only thing you do that day is visualize that amazing relationship, that thriving career, your travel, your beautiful home, your abundant health, your bank account, whatever it is. If it's the only thing you do that day, it's enough. When you let go, you are accepting what is before you. You are taking responsibility for what is before you, all of it. And you're not resisting anything. And when you come from that place of non-resistance and non-judgment, You free up energy to create, to listen, to pay attention to the signs that are coming at you. Because when you're contracted and forcing, you don't see it. You don't see it. Keep up the great work. You're doing great. You got this. The most important thing I can teach you is to let go. Work on building your faith. Work on building your belief. Work on finding people who support you, who are positive. Surround yourself with people that inspire you and lift you up, whether that's people that are in your life now, whether it's through books or podcasts, whatever it is, however you're able to access it. Invest in yourself. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have all of the dreams in your heart. They were put there for a reason. You gotta let go. Let's go. If you find this podcast helpful, and if it provokes you in any way, meaning you love what I have to say, or maybe you don't like it because it triggers you, awesome. I've moved something in you, and perhaps you will want to share this with someone else in your life who might be interested in being moved. So you can find us on Apple, on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. And as always, feel free to share links with people you love, because remember, we are in relationship with each other. So the more that you are present and you invite other people on the journey, the more peaceful world we will live in, because we will be together understanding these concepts. So I thank you for your support, and you help us keep the show going by sharing it, by liking it, by giving us reviews, and helping us to grow. Thank you.